Hello and welcome to Movies with My Dad, the podcast where I, film critic Tina Kakadelis, take my dad Stratis to the movies. This week we saw The Amateur, directed by James Hawes, starring Rami, Malek, and Lawrence Fishburne. Join us on the spoiler-filled car ride home.
All right, Tina.
Hello again, Father. No.
You made the car speak again, Tina. Evidently, hello is the trigger word.
This is your car. You should know.
I don't know because I don't use that.
Please refer to your owner's manual for more information when it is safe to do so. You can find it in your glove box or in your mobile device app.
How does she know you didn't take it out of your glove
Goodbye.
box?
There we go. She went away.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Father.
Let's drive away.
Beep, beep. Okay, what did we see?
I think I know the name of this one because it was written on the way out of the door on a big poster. The Amateur.
Yeah.
With Rami? Rami Malek?
There you go.
Okay.
You like him.
And Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes.
Yes.
And did you recognize his wife?
I've seen her. I don't know who she is, but she's barely had a role.
She's a marvelous Mrs. Maisel. She's Mrs.
No. It didn't even...
Yeah, it's her.
Wow. Okay.
It's called Range, Dad.
Definitely arranged. So you explain this plot line for this one.
I mean, his wife was murdered in a terrorist attack, and he decided he was
You might help this.
He works for the CIA.
There you go. That's an important element.
He's a hacker for the CIA, I guess. I don't know what he does.
An analyst, I believe they said.
For sure. And then he decided he was going to bring down, like, 4 people who are, like, very influential in the world of secret murders. And then he did.
Well, those 4 people were involved in killing his wife.
Well, yeah.
Okay, and then there's the entire subplot of those 4 people were sent out to do nefarious things by a rogue element of the CIA.
Which I was waiting for them to say that, like, the rogue CIA element did the London attack that killed his wife.
The implication was there.
I guess, but it was kind of just like, they've been doing this for a while. They're still bad. If the CIA can get single-handedly taken down by one sad, grieving man, I fear for them.
So, I like Rami a lot. Rami?
Rami
I'm
Malek.
having a hard time with that name. Rami. I've only really seen him in this and...
Mr. Robot.
What's that?
Oh, no, not Mr. Robot. What was his TV show?
I was going to go with when he played the rock and
You
rock
saw
singer.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes. we did not see it together?
No.
Okay. I think I saw it. And then I definitely saw him in the 10 years ago hacker movie that he was in. So,
yeah, it's a TV show he was in.
Right.
Is it Mr. Robot?
It might be Mr. Robot. That does sound right.
I never watched it, but I remember
I watched
him.
the first season or 2
Yeah,
and then
this
never
is
saw
up your
the
alley.
end of it. Yes.
You like computers.
I do. But has he done much other things?
I mean...
Because he seems to be a little typecast. Or he's just, although, I don't know, maybe not typecast, but he's really good at playing sort of the hacker nerd kind of guy.
Yeah, I think Mr. Robot typecast him in that way, but I think...
He must have other range, right?
Well, I mean, you may or may not have seen Bohemian Rhapsody. But,
I did see it, because, yes. Now I'm remembering even more of it, because I remember him being difficult as a bandmate, things went up and down. Yes, I did see it.
Okay, that is every music
biopic. Yeah, I know, but I'm remembering
unknown.
scenes now of the movie in my head.
Describe one.
They were around a pool, and they were all upset at him because he was doing too much drugs.
Okay, that might be from Rocket Man.
That could be from every rock and roll film, but anyways, moving on to this movie.
He's wildly... what was the only positive thing that many people said about Bohemian Rhapsody was his performance. And I would argue that Freddie Mercury is wildly different than Charlie.
Yes, I do like the intensity that he brings to any
He
of his
has
roles.
such an intensity and so much little like face quirk acting
Yes.
that is quite impressive.
That's what I'm saying. Has he done a role where he's sort of light and carefree?
I feel like he has, but I'm not thinking of what it is. This is my 5th movie of the day. The brain is a little fried at this point. So it's not firing on all cylinders.
And just to be clear, you didn't go to the theater for 5 or 4 other movies.
No, but still.
That's the life of a critic.
Yeah. I mean, one of them was for like kind of fun.
Oh.
Today.
Well, that's a bonus episode then.
You wanted to see it. I watched Y2K without you.
Y2K?
Yeah, the one about the teenagers, and it's the New Year's Eve of Y2K, and all the computers come to life and start killing people. And yeah.
How could you watch that without me? That does sound up my alley.
Because I wanted to support Rachel Zegler.
Whoever that is, sure.
2 episodes ago, you're like, Rachel Zegler is the future of Hollywood, and now you're like, I don't know her.
I don't know names. I know faces.
Snow White.
Oh, she's definitely the future of Hollywood. Someday I'll know her name, though. I can't even remember Rami Malek's name in the middle of us discussing Rami Malek.
Okay, so what did you think?
It is everything I like in these kinds of movies, right?
Yeah.
It's intellectual,
Okay, it's not
espionage.
that intellectual.
Yeah, it is. You have to think about what's going
He just
on.
clacks on a computer.
Well,
I'm not reading what he's clacking about.
the intrigue with the CIA.
I mean, yes, but I would not argue that is it's pseudo-intellectual.
Okay.
Because
You're calling your father pseudo-intellectual now.
It's the same way that like all of like the 90s, 80s political thrillers are like, if you slap Washington or the CIA on it and you globetrot around the world, people are like, oh, it's intellectual. When really, he's just clacking on a computer and killing people.
So, you really are just making fun of me now.
Because I like those movies too. Kevin Costner has a great one called No Way Out that I love.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
What's her name?
I don't know, but I do think you love her.
The female role. She wasn't... Oh.
I don't remember. I was there for Kevin Costner.
Okay.
That's my boy.
So the one thing I didn't quite understand in this movie is the Russian lady who was the wife of a KGB agent,
defected
KGB agent that was killed by the KGB.
Because he started helping out with helping the Americans, and they found out he helped
so he's
the
a
Americans.
traitor.
Yes. And they pushed him out a window.
But why did she really want to help him?
I
guess they made
it's been
had a relationship
6 years.
over years.
6 or 7 years, she said. Yeah, that she was talking with Rami.
And you think? I guess they made some kind of connection there.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I mean, it's just an informant, so I don't know how much she knew. She didn't really express who she was when she was an informant to him.
No, but you still
She
chat
didn't know
casually
him.
with someone for 6 years.
I don't think they're chatting about, what's the weather like in Istanbul.
That literally was what he did. He literally sent a message, said, "What's the weather in Istanbul?" And she said, "You're not going to get me that easily." So yes, they had their little
really?
banter. Yes. That was a major plot of the movie, as how he kept guessing, and they had their little fun banter.
Okay. But he also thought he was a 50-year-old Russian male.
He was right.
Well, okay, that's a whole nother story. So what did you think of it?
I had fun. This is like I said, it's the political thrillers of the 80s and 90s, where it's like kind of glossy, doesn't really take a whole lot of brain power, makes you feel smarter because you're like, espionage, and then it's fun.
I'd say it's better than most because it wasn't the obvious, right?
What do you mean?
Well, because what it could have been, and what they often are somebody like him, and then he turns into a Rambo-like, assassin. Goes from a desk job to killing everyone.
Right.
And instead, they leave him as a bit nebbish, and he uses his MacGyver-like skills and his great knowledge of things.
He just knows how to build a bomb like really well.
No, he also hacked like half of European computer systems.
And he just kept putting on his glasses, and I'm like, oh, it's time again. But it's like,
I'm assuming they want a sequel?
I would imagine, because they brought Lawrence. I knew Lawrence Fishburne was coming back.
Oh yeah, they couldn't kill him. But
they could kill him, but they didn't give like any fanfare to his death. They moved on like very quickly.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay, so he's alive. I was expecting that she was
She would
actually
be still alive.
because we never see
I agree.
her murdered.
Because the body comes back in a box, and
We never opened the box.
but you have to assume he had an open casket funeral.
I don't know what the man did, because suddenly they were like, yeah, 3 months ago he went to this bar, we've been surveilling him. And I'm like, 3 months? I thought this was 2 weeks.
Why was he in that bar?
To send them off
No,
his
the
trail.
first time.
To send them off his
Wasn't
trail.
the first time he was there before she died? No?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. If I had to make a complaint, because it is an issue. Have you ever heard of the trope, what do they call it? Fridging the wife?
Excuse
The
me?
wife fridge? Where essentially it's a trope that's used a lot of times in action movies, where a man his only driving function is that his wife was murdered pretty immediately on, and now he goes on this revenge story, and it's all about that.
And what do you think it's called? Fridging the wife?
Yeah.
That cannot be right.
When you fridge someone, you murder him, right?
What? No.
Yeah.
Put him on ice, maybe.
No, I think it's something.
Never heard
it's
that.
something like that. Well,
You gotta get off of that part of Reddit. I don't know what you're doing.
it's not on Reddit. This is on like pop culture.
I mean, that is
media
true.
critique.
Revenge is, everything.
Because she doesn't really have a defining
No,
life
she
or
was-
personality or anything.
No.
I think the chemistry between the two of them and the scene was like, they're good actors, and it was
They
well enough
establish it
written.
well, yes.
Right. That I was like, oh, this is kind of sweet. And like her little note where she got him a puzzle, like, sweet enough, but it does feel like it goes into that trope a little too much for my take, or for my, like, desire
Right.
for this movie.
It's Princess Bride. I am Montego Montoya, whatever.
That
Prepare
is-
to die.
No.
No?
He doesn't have a wife.
It's his father. It's the same thing.
It's not the
that
same thing.
It's revenge.
No, because men are better written than women 9 out of 10 times. But men are more fully written characters.
Oh, well, I mean, she died. How much can you write?
Right. She didn't have to die.
I mean, he could have been dead and she could have gone after him,
Right.
which would have been a good movie, too.
Right. It's just
Mrs. Maisel goes on a killing spree.
Oh my. It's just the expected thing is that the woman is killed. If you want to simplify it, it's the same thing of all Disney movies where the parents are dead in the
Oh, my
beginning.
gosh. Okay.
It's the same thing. The parents are dead in the beginning,
But
and that
they're not all out for revenge in Disney movies.
they're out for some sort of hero's journey.
Everybody wants a hero's journey.
Right, but I'm saying that this one is specifically about death and a dead woman.
I mean, yes, this one, I agree with you that this is very male-centric on this one. They could have cast it completely different. I don't know if they were looking for a vehicle for Rami, or...
I don't know, but whenever Tom Cruise hangs up his little running shoes, I think Rami could fill in.
No.
Dude was running fast.
He was running flat, but he's a scrawny little guy.
So was Tom Cruise.
Well, Tom's a little less scrawny than that.
There was some movie that he made in the 90s.
Who, Tom Cruise?
Yeah. Where... it's gonna drive me nuts. But, like, essentially they boil...
Risky Business.
No. It's like some...
Give me a plot.
I'm thinking. His kid died, and there's like some science fiction-y thing to it, and he can like keep rewatching like weird projected memories of his kid.
Definitely not Minority Report.
No, I don't think so. But my favorite part about that is like eventually when Tom Cruise is like reflecting on like his child, and like he watches this clip and his child's like, look, I'm like, Daddy, I run. And that's like his defining trait is just like Tom Cruise's character runs. And I like it's great.
All right, back onto this movie. Do you have any critique?
It was a little too long. I felt like it was 2 hours. It felt like it could have cut a little bit. I think
Fine with that.
I I don't know. At times I was like, yeah, I'm really vibing with this. And other times I was like, man, he still has 3 more people to kill. Like, but, I mean, all in all, it was fun to watch Rami. I think he's great.
He's definitely good.
There could have been, like, another twist or 2. Like, all of the twists really were just, Rami is good at bombs. He can hack. He got out of this one.
They did.
But I wanted, like, one more
I agree with you that they should
twist.
have introduced that the rogue CIA guys back in Langley had arranged for this event to happen.
Right, or that his wife was, like, part of it or something. Like, one more, like, twist of the knife.
Complete unexpected twist.
Right.
That would have... You're right. It was lacking that because it was pretty straightforward. The whole Langley angle...
Yeah, he finds that out in the first 5 minutes.
Right. It really didn't go anywhere.
No. Or I wanted, like, the CIA boss to, like, make a stronger stand against something. I just wanted, like, one more, like, compelling thing.
That would have made it better, but it still was a good movie.
I had fun. I liked all the actors in it.
Beautiful cinematography and where they were.
We love a globetrotting political thriller.
I love a globetrotting political thriller. Yes, that's a good way to say it.
It's such a dad movie.
Oh.
What?
Why is it just a dad movie?
No, it's like a dad movie.
I feel like you're pigeonholing dads.
No. Dads
Why isn't
like
it a mom movie or a daughter movie or a grandma movie?
Not enough killing for my grandmother.
Your grandmother
not
does
enough
have
horror. Just straight up murder.
It's just straight up murder.
No, it's just a dad movie. I
feel like I should be offended, but I can't figure out why.
No.
Okay.
Some movies are dad movies.
Some movies are dad movies. I want that bumper sticker.
Okay, when we make merch.
When we make merch.
Okay. How many? I don't know. What did the man do?
Bombs.
No, that feels incorrect.
Okay. I do have one more thing before we stop. How these computers, can I get one computer in my life that makes all those fun sounds every time you do a directory search or anytime a window pops up? It's always that,
I did not
tinkling. Oh my gosh, it's so 80s. Every computer that has to go ding, 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 as you're doing something.
I just want like a wall of screens like he has for me to never hack on.
That would be fun. All right. Out of what?
I don't know. He didn't really have a defining...
Backpacks.
He didn't get his backpack back when they were on the run.
Okay, so what? We can't use backpacks?
No, that just bothered me. And then he I guess bought a new laptop and was suddenly still able to hack. And I'm like, the laptop that you're buying from this random store in Turkey, I don't think can just get you on the dark web like that.
Oh, sure.
Every laptop can just get on the dark web?
If you have the right tools installed and you have an image stored somewhere online.
He doesn't have time to keep installing these things.
He has the abilities, Tina. Don't underestimate Rami.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't know.
Is this the
what was
hardest
John
part?
Barenthal's part in all of this?
And exactly who is John Barenthal?
The guy with the scruffy beard and the glasses who showed up in the beginning and was like, hey, I need your help with this computer thing after you eat lunch. And then he showed up in Russia.
The bro CIA agent?
Yeah, what was he doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that something else was going to happen there and it didn't. So.
Okay, I got nothing. Sweaters. He wore a lot of really nice sweaters. I did like them.
Keep going back to clothing, but we'll go with that. I'm going to give it a solid 3.5.
Okay. I'll give it a 3. 3 sweaters.
Okay. Until the Amateur 2.
Probably sooner than we realize.
Though I don't know what his motivation will be.
He has a sister. She's gone.
She's gone. Good night, Tina.
Good night. That's it for this week's episode of Movies with My Dad. You can find all of our episodes on movieswithmydad.com or the streaming platform of your choosing. You can also send us an email at movieswithmydadpod@gmail.com. My dad is desperate to hear from you. You can find me, Tina, on Blue Sky at Tina Kakadelis or on Letterboxd at Tina_DOCX. You can find my dad at the local Lowe's. Tune in next week when we head back to the movies.